What's going on, guys? This is episode 16 of the Totally Gamescast. Flipping and tripping, rocking and socking, giving you everything you fucking need when it comes to the games. What's up, Sean?
Not much. How you been this week?
Chill. I haven't done anything. It's awesome.
Yeah, you got new glasses. Has the stream seen those?
No, actually. Well, no. Yesterday I lied, but no one even really said anything, so you know how it is.
Yeah, I think they look good.
Thank you, dude.
Where'd you go get them at? Lens Crafters?
Lens Crafters, exactly.
Did you really?
That's hilarious.
It's super close to us, right?
Well, I went to the Valley West one.
Oh, okay. And then did you get some Chipotle?
Chipotle? I work next to Chipotle, so never.
Oh, but, yeah. True, yeah, I always forget you work at that location.
Yeah, exactly. But, anywho, all sorts of awesome shit on the docket. Honestly, Sean wrote almost this entire episode.
Yikes.
He put in some serious work, and I
so
pretty
much work.
Well, dude, I fucking...
No, what I mean is, I got to put in work this week because... They closed down the gym at my work.
Oh, okay.
So for the last 3 months, actually as soon as we started this, really, I've been working out probably 2 to 3 times a week at my work's gym during my lunch. So 40 solid minutes. What up? Oh yeah, we got 2 people joining us ASAP. What's up, Smog and Gosu?
What's up, Gosu? How are you doing
They
today?
shut down the gym for the next 4 to 6 weeks because they have to they want to make some modifications to the men's restroom and showers and all that. So what I'm getting at is I just used my lunch this week to just do some notes, read about video games. Pretty fun life.
Yeah, no, crushing it, dude. I just had to do 2 topics because basically I try to do 2 pages. That's usually what I go for on the episode length, and it was already done. I was I'll just tack a couple topics on there to act like I tried.
So I think we have a couple viewers in Europe, right? So I saw this story on gamersradar.uk or something like that about how the pre-owned games market is in free fall in the UK. IGN just randomly out of nowhere. I mean, they do 1 or 2 good exclusives a month, but they reveal a brand new game we've never heard of. So that's Darkborne, and I think that we should pull up the video at that time.
Yeah.
So there's more to talk about that. Valve is getting in the VR market and a couple other things, of course. So let's just kick it off with that interesting story, I should say, where the pre-owned games market is in free fall in the UK. This is data released by UKIE, which is just the UK's Games and Interactive Entertainment Trade Body, so sort of like the Federal Trade Commission.
Sure.
And they released this data saying it's down 30.8% for pre-owned, okay? So this isn't the sky is falling all video games, right? It's just the pre-owned, which, we have a story later on in the show, too, that kind of corroborates with that, across the pond over here, with GameStop. But 30.8% is a ton of money. That's about 30 million pounds.
What vendors are these from? Is this from all across eBay sources? Is this across only retailers or whatever?
Yeah, retailers. Sorry.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So all stores that are located within the UK. So yeah, that's a good question. Software revenues hit $4 billion though in 2018 for the first time ever. Hardware's up 10%. So it's just the massive dips are not across the board. It's just with the pre-owned games market. Just wanted to see what your thoughts were as far as does this kind of match with how we are in the US, do you think? Do you think that other parts of the world are kind of feeling the same?
So I think PS4 has taken steps to stop pre-owned sales because you can only download the game a X amount of times onto a console or whatever. And I think we should see this keep going down as that incentive keeps happening, right? I'm not sure if Xbox has anything similar to that where you can only have it on X amount of systems, you know what I mean?
At the beginning of the Xbox One's life cycle, you couldn't use a pre-owned disc at all.
Yeah.
And then they just killed that right away because that's so silly. But I think that obviously those games companies are trying to sell their digital before anything, right?
Yeah, exactly. There's going to be more and more digital sales over time, and like as we keep talking about the consoleless world, and like if you're paying subscriptions and shit, you're not going to be reselling anything, so those numbers will continue to drop, and GameStop is going to continue to get railroaded about it.
Yeah, dude, let's hop right over to GameStop because it kind of goes hand in hand with this story. So here in the U.S., the end of March, beginning of April is just an interesting time for a lot of companies. It's their end of their fiscal year, which means they're going to since if they're publicly traded, so GameStop is, you can buy their stocks. Anybody, Joe and Schmo right here can. You guys can, as long as you are, I think, live in the U.S. But GameStop posted that they lost $673 million from 2018. This is the second time ever they've ever posted a loss. Oh, excuse me, third time ever since becoming GameStop in 2000, because it used to be Funkoland. Then GameStop, I think, bought Funkoland, or EB Games, all those other games places around the even the Des Moines Metro. We had like 4 of them.
So this is like on their stocks they lost 670 million or 3 million,
well,
or this is just they posted a total net loss.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes.
That's psycho. How could they even do that?
I don't know, man. Net sales are only down 3%, they say. So from 8.29 billion. They're down 3%.
I mean, maybe they're reinvesting in like marketing or something, to try to combat these digital sales or something, or trying to do something with money.
It's scary because look at their 2017 here in the doc. They posted a gain of only 34.7 million.
Well, I mean, it's gonna be kind of cool because then when someone like tries to buy out GameStop, they're gonna be like, "I'll give you about $3 for that." You know what I mean? Like just fucking like pull a GameStop on them.
Oh my gosh, dude! Oh man, I remember just to take a small tangent, but taking the first time ever going to sell my games to GameStop, I think it was, Software Etc. at Merle Mall, here in Des Moines, Iowa. Going to sell my games for the first time, it was my Nintendo 64, to get a Nintendo 64 in 98. Okay. So I was like going to sell my Super Nintendo, my Nintendo, all that stuff. I remember they rang up like 4 games, and it was like $9, even back then. And I was just like, so upset because I was like, I'm not going to give away all that stuff. And so my parents ended up selling a lot of my stuff in garage sales. And so you can get way more money there, $7 a game instead of $2. Yeah. But I just remember being like, okay, I guess I'm not going to get a Nintendo 64. I think my dad like rented one or rented a Dreamcast for me or something.
Dude, that's some old school shit, renting.
Yeah.
Dude, my fucking family would never let me rent the goddamn PlayStation. I always wanted to rent the PlayStation and play some Final Fantasy. Never would let me rent it, dude. I was fucking sheltered or something.
They cost so much. It was like $50 for a weekend.
Oh, damn. Yeah. That explains it. I mean, there's just like a lot of like chance for some breakage, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This
is extra bad because last year in 2018, just getting back to the GameStop net loss thing, they sold a Spring Mobile AT&T like arm or branch of their like business, which sold like AT&T contracts and phones. They sold it for about $700 million. So for them to lose almost $700 million, but also they supposedly gained $700 million there, they could have lost over $1 billion last year if they didn't sell that AT&T Spring Mobile retailer. So the only other 2 years that GameStop has ever posted a loss are 2000 and 2012. So what do you think this is like, it seems like it's because it's just so slow moving, right? Like just the inevitable death of retailers, a lot of them anyway. What up, Dodex? You say distinguished.
Dude, what? Try get it folders? Oh, folders? We always have these. These aren't folders.
No, I think he meant duders.
Oh.
So he was trying to say, get it, duders?
Oh, duders. What up, duder? How's it going today, Luke?
First ex-girlfriend I ever had used to say duders a lot. Not for me. Yeah. I mean, when you say it, I'm okay with it, but not like when my girl.
I rock duders. I understand a girlfriend saying dude being off-putting, you know what I mean?
Oh, even worse when it's plural.
Dude. Duders.
Ew, you're fine with duders? We'll be talking about duders later, I'm sure. But
oh, no, definitely a hot topic on the show today. We got Duders 2017 review, and then we also have Duders 2018 review. And then coming in 2019, the review of Dudettes.
Yeah, dude, where's my dude or car?
Yeah, Dudettes in 2019. What do you guys feel? Anyways, we got railroaded. Choo choo. I didn't fucking put the video into the fucking OBS, so I totally fucked us.
Oh, we can do it in episode 17. Who cares?
Episode 17.
Yeah, dude, we're making one little incremental baby steps to the awesome shows.
Up to the tippy top here. We're already on the top.
Hey, no worries, Dot. This is like a conversational podcast, you know? So, I just want to see, what is your thoughts on the future? I mean, it's slowly dying, right? The blood is dripping out of them right now. It's not completely gushing, but it's starting to drip. They've got a nice jab in the side.
Yeah. I mean, the only people that really shop there, I would say, are, like, out-of-touch parents and kids that, like, have to trade their shit in, you know? Because there's, like, two types of gamer kids. Like, the kids that are always getting it, you know what I mean? And then the kids that have to kind of scrap to get their goods.
And when you say kids, I think of early 20s as well. Like students,
definitely.
You know?
Students or kids.
Scrapping it.
Yeah, you gotta scrap sometimes, especially in college, man, you know? So...
I mean, they're doing super well with their collectibles. I don't know, did you guys ever go to a Hot Topic when you were younger?
Oh, yeah.
Did you go there to buy music and t-shirts? Because they sure as heck don't do that these days. Do they go there to buy Harry Potter collectibles and t-shirts and Harry Potter this or like whatever, Game of Thrones? They have a whole bunch of Game of Thrones stuff right now. I'm sure they have tons of Avengers stuff with Endgame coming out in just 3 weeks.
I mean, they pivoted. They knew they were selling a lot of Nightmare Before Christmas, and they're like, okay, how can we're not selling the band tees anymore. How can we fucking make money, you know?
You know, I feel like every couple episodes we talk about how gamers are collectors. You know, Pokemon, I started collecting Pokemon cards, then Yu-Gi-Oh! Then all the collectibles that come with it. I have Amiibo, like, all over the place. They bought ThinkGeek, and they started capitalizing, and GameStop started capitalizing on gamers being collectors, wanting the, like, collector's editions, or, like, the thing that goes with the new game release, that statue, you know, you can buy that on ThinkGeek, or, like, the newest, coolest Pokemon merch. So, I mean, I think that if they can pivot even harder towards that kind of thing.
Yeah, no, boutique stuff, like very specific stuff is what's thriving in malls and stuff right now. So, like, stuff you can't get on the internet. So, like, maybe if they started dealing in exclusives, like super exclusive figures, you know what I mean? And, like, we're the only people getting them and stuff like that. They could, like, really make a killing off that, in my opinion.
Yeah,
you know? But
I think that's super interesting you say, because, I mean, it's so true. If you look at anywhere that's doing really well in the mall, it's obviously stuff that you can't get, like, or stuff that you really need to see in person, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
That's a good point. So we'll just keep reporting as we go on, like episode 100, maybe 200, we can say that they're going bankrupt like we did with Toys R Us.
Damn.
I mean, who knows?
Who could have seen that coming, dude?
Let's move on, though. What do you want to get into next, dude? I'll toss it your way.
Let's just talk about Darkborne. I was really excited about this fucking trailer, dude.
Did you check it out?
Yeah, we should watch it on
Let's
here.
pop it.
It's pretty fucking cool, man. I don't know if any of you guys read Grendel. Okay, hold on. I gotta check this message from Wild Doggy. Hold on. Wild Dog messages me while we're streaming the Gamecast. Like
right before, maybe, I think.
Yeah, he's like, are you streaming the Gamescast? And I'm like, currently streaming the Gamescast.
Hey, he'll be happy to hear that we're featuring him in this funny kind of a way.
Well, yeah, I'm going to type featured in episode.
Yeah, episode 16, babies.
All right.
Maybe hop over to just the doc, because I have a link that goes straight to it.
Oh, okay.
Either way.
Easy.
So this game has just been, like I said earlier in the episode, IGN revealed this. They had Wild Doggy cheers. Oh, cool. So cool, man. Thanks.
Hey, thanks, Wild Dog. Appreciate that, brother. You're the best.
That's awesome. So, yeah, let's, I think it's just go down a little bit. We're just trying to get you guys that 15-minute of gameplay, which I couldn't believe it. Like a reveal that it's not only just a trailer, but like revealing gameplay.
Sorry about the ghetto-ness. I forgot to change it off stretched, and my internet's being really slow right now. It sounds like Evan's having a good time. I should probably close that door. Okay. So,
right here's good.
Well,
yeah.
That's just a little clip. We
okay.
want the fucking trailer. Where the fuck did it go? Dear God. Well, this is messy. Here's a little gameplay trailer in stretched resolution. Enjoy. But basically, if anyone read Grendel, which is a story of Beowulf's adversary, kind of like the reverse story, this game reminds me a lot of that.
So in what ways does it remind you of it?
Well, so basically the story of Grendel is there's this giant monster, and that's Grendel's mother, and then Beowulf, the hero from like the Odyssey, ends up killing Grendel's mother, and then Grendel goes for revenge. So like basically the premise of this story, your mom gets tortured and killed, and you're out tearing throats.
Yeah, so that's not a spoiler, guys. Like, right in the beginning, they tell you, like, this is a revenge story. You start off as this little weak monster. Kind of like honestly, I'm not super, like, in love with, like, the look. It looks like, the Lord of the Rings little guy.
Oh, Gollum?
Yeah, he, like, kind of looks, like, really frail and pretty, like, just weak. I mean, a weakling, right? So it's a debut game from the developer, The Outsiders. They've never put out another game. The game was codenamed Project White, Wight. So those George Railroad Martin nerds out there, choo choo. White, as in like the dead that come back to life in the show Game of Thrones, just like in the books. That's like what their project name was. Started off as a 25-person team, and then that was about 3 years ago. Or 3 years ago, they had like 12. So this is a small team. If you think about like Anthem, like 600 developers worked on Anthem. You know, I mean,
and still fucked it up.
yeah, exactly.
But I mean, that's like more moving parts, like more broken pieces, right? Like
sure, yeah, of course. But so this is a more story-focused action game where you play as a monster, classic revenge, like Trey was saying, like you see in that gameplay, the mother gets like I can't tell if it's the mother or like it's a mom and then the son gets taken away, but
no, it's the moms get taken away and you're the little baby. You know what I mean? Oh, maybe that's the twist later. Is like you end up being the baby gets killed and then the mom kills everything. You know?
Yeah.
They don't really go into like a huge amount, but I think from what I've seen in the gameplay, it looks like you start as a little guy and you grow older and as you suck blood out of guys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
and you like evolve, and they show like the Darkborne little creatureling thing hops onto like a dude's like your first kill. It says like first revenge. And he hops on his neck and just like rips open his throat, and then next like the scene cuts away. It cuts back to like him on the ground, like obviously dead, and then it zooms back out and it shows you like you had evolved, you got big like within moments, which is pretty cool. Like a really neat aspect. Like dude, at the end you're gonna be looking like insane.
Dude, it's gonna be so fun. I'm looking forward to this game big time, dude. What's up, L2? How are you doing today, brother? But yeah, I'm excited for this. What were they saying? It's coming out on PC first and coming out on consoles to follow, which is usually the flip of what we normally get. So.
Sometimes, I mean, if you develop a game from the get-go for PC, it's way easier, I think. But if you develop a game for the get-go for consoles, it's kind of harder to get it on PC. I think it's easier just to start on PC. I mean, right? Unity, and Frostbite and Unreal and all these engines, they're all done on a PC, right? Yeah. It's not like anybody like is coding on a console. So it just makes a little bit of sense to me. But yeah, it looks really, really neat. I'm expecting this as 2020. You know, like we're still a ways out, I think.
Yeah, no, I mean, I have no idea.
Well, for them to have that 15-minute vertical slice, and what that means is like, you know, when you're developing a game and you have a deadline for fall of 2019, let's just say, but you have to like present something to at E3, you know how much time that takes for you to like, okay, let's make the beginning or this portion of the game workable so that we can cut it out and show it onto a giant reel, you know? So, like, I think for them to have that 15 minutes of gameplay cut out already is a good sign that it could be later this year, but I doubt it.
Yeah, I was thinking that did seem like a lot of shit that they were releasing all at once for it to just, like, be still in early development. So I would kind of think that it would be this year personally, but I don't know.
Either way, it looked interesting. And the one thing I will comment is the combat looked a little janky. I mean, it was just like, it was first person.
Yeah.
And it was just like throwing arms, like thrashing and tearing kind of like motions. But yeah, could be some interesting stuff there.
Let me assure you, Wild Dog, I am absolutely not smarter at all.
those are pretty nice though. I don't have my backpack here. I went home before this. I usually come straight from work. But I have my glasses too. My glasses are not looking as nice as that, but they're from a French company, so they're pretty
No, these were like the cheap generic, as cheap as I could have possibly afford.
For sure. Let's move on. I mean, we don't need to spend too much time. We've been talking about VR so much lately. But Valve having their own headset. Can we toss up the image on here?
Sure.
Because it has some weird, like, drop-down speakers. So Valve just kind of, like, released, or, like, is teasing, I should say, their Index VR headset, which is supposed to have more information here out in May. I mean, how much faith, I just want to ask the chat, ask you guys as well, ask you as well, Trey, how much faith should we have in Valve? I mean, they own Steam, they haven't made a game in so long. I mean, what are they going to be doing here for the world of VR? I mean, are they going to push it forward? Look at those speakers on the side here.
Huh.
Look very weird. Yeah, there you go. Look at those. They just drop down and just like sit there on your temple, I guess. I don't know. It's weird.
So, I mean, they generally make good things. They made the Steam controller, which kind of blew over like a lead balloon. I think this is probably going to be another lead balloon situation, but I also don't care about VR. So I might have kind of like a pessimistic opinion about this situation just because I don't care as much, you know?
Uber Gosu Pro has a good point. Have some good faith in them to make some good stuff, sure. But like Half-Life 3, no.
Yeah, probably not. Probably not. They got to, man. Like Gordon Freeman's adventure is not fucking over, bro.
They've been talking about it since like 2009. Half-Life 2 came out in 2007, I believe. Then the Orange Box came out on Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 in like 2010 or 11. So it's been too long. It's over. I want Left 4 Dead 3, bro.
Left 4 Dead 3.
That's what I want from the Valve.
I didn't really care about those games. Those zombies like kind of like tore apart like paper, and it just never felt gratifying to me. Like I love like heads exploding and shit, and it just kind of felt like they fell apart and like crumbled.
I don't hate on that. I think that those like regular zombies did, but like what really overwhelmed you was you having to pay attention to the other players playing as like the super zombies, the hunter or like the fat guy that can explode.
Well, yeah. I mean, I didn't have an issue. The gameplay was like challenging and stuff. I just meant like if you're gonna be killing swarms of zombies, at least make it kind of gratifying, right?
Sure.
You know, like but we got railroaded. Choo choo! All right. But
overall, I mean, they're getting into the game. We're going to hear more in May, so we'll come back at you guys on the Valve Index VR headset later this year.
Dead Cells free Rise of Giant update is now on Steam for free, right?
Yeah, I mean, dude, I just wanted to see if anybody else is going to play this. I know you guys on PC. I mean, you loved it on PC?
Yeah, no, I played it with a controller. I mean, I'm not going to fucking play a platformer like that with this goddamn shit. You know, that'd be like impossible, dude.
Okay.
Most platformers, I definitely prefer controllers. It's just shooting. I can't use the controller.
Interesting, okay.
But
overall, just wanted to throw this in here because it's available now. It's free, which is really cool by Motion Twin to just put it out for anyone that has already invested in their property. DLC is usually has a price point of something. Yeah. I mean, it's just cool of them. But yeah, I'll be getting it when it comes out on Switch for free.
Do you know what all they were adding to it, or like?
So it's 2 new levels. Okay. I think it's like 10 new guns, and I think it's 1 big boss.
Okay, fun.
So it's not bad. I mean, it's a substantial.
For free.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck it.
I'll be hopping on that, and that's one game that will drag me away from Apex.
Oh, sure. Definitely, dude. Have you still been playing?
Oh man, I'm not horrible. I mean, I definitely can feel like I'm getting better, but I didn't really play too much this weekend. I ended up Gosu Pro knows what I'm talking about, but staying up too late, partying too hard. Friend of the show, Nick Gandy, his birthday was this weekend. So, okay, let's talk about this Fortnite debacle. What is going on in it?
Okay, so pretty much there was this great update to Fortnite where fucking they added Siphon to like on kill, so you would get 50 health or shield on kill, and also 150 materials. So you would like get a kill, kind of get some shit, keep on going, you know. So it would promote aggressive gameplay. So basically, they released the arena now, which is a ranked competitive mode, and they took out the Siphon and like mats on kill out of the regular game, and all of these like professional Fortnite players that aren't like tournament grinder guys that are like more like entertainer types hate it so much because they can no longer just shit stomp and like, you know what I mean? So it slows the game down a lot for the solo
Ninja
mode.
hates it.
Yeah, because he's not that good. It's like one of those things like where a good player would just adapt to it and like play the ranked mode and just get really good at that and just deal with it. But he likes to just like pop little kids in the face. You know what I mean?
Dang,
So,
shots fired at Ninja.
But at any rate, it's like not a huge deal, but they are going to probably revert it just because of how many people are crying about it.
Wild Doggy's asking, real quick, just to take a jump off this choo-choo train, what consoles I own all the consoles, Xbox One, Switch, PlayStation 4, I mean, PS3, all those old ones too. I just don't have like a good PC. I mean, my PC probably can still play League of Legends to this day. I just haven't even plugged it in for so long, but that's what I got. Yeah, I mean, Ninja's going to get us banned, man.
Dude,
Just because of you saying he's bad at Fortnite.
Dude, it's just like a complainy thing that like people like to do when shit's not going their way. You know, like the only people that are crying about it are the pub stompers, they like to call them, that just go into the public games and use little kids as a 50 shield. You know what I mean? So it's a good change in my opinion, but they're probably going to revert it because all of these big streamers are so against it.
Yeah, for sure. So, April 2019, I mean, well, actually, just real quick, just to cap this out, how do you feel about it then? Like, for your own gameplay?
So, I've been practicing Fortnite a lot and getting pretty good at it, and the arena is, like, good because it, like, puts me, like, up against people in my own skill level, and I'm, like, but it's very frustrating because in order to win a 99 Battle Royale against people of your own skill level is, like, so hard. Like, you know what I mean?
Have you gotten a win or two?
Yeah, when I was climbing the ladders. Now that I'm, like, in this, like, really high bracket, it's going to be really tough, and I play in a way, like, I play so aggressively that I'm just getting points that way instead of going for wins.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Okay. That's cool how they, like, can give you points for, like, kills and, like, damage dealt even, like, in a way.
So, like, in the arena, you lose 2 points going in, and so you have to get at least 2 kills to make your points back. You know what I mean?
For sure.
That's pretty much what I still do.
Okay. I don't think that my PC would run Apex, to tell you the truth, my dude. Like, I bought it in 2011, and it was like garbage then. I went to Best Buy when they cut League of Legends support off for the Mac. I went out and bought a PC like that weekend because I was a dumb college student, or that night, and I just went and bought it and downloaded it. I had to buy a monitor.
Mac support?
Oh yeah,
that's hilarious.
They gave me back all my money I'd spent, which was $560 on skins.
That's sick, dude.
They gave me back all that.
You put it into a computer.
Well, yeah, essentially, yeah.
Genius.
Yeah, yeah. I spent like $800 on the computer, but I really only spent like $200. But they also let me keep all my skins. So I have all these like really, really rare skins, like from way back in 2009, 10, 11. But yeah, lots of money they gave back to me there.
I was tallying up my Fortnite skins, just like kind of rough estimating, and this is like low. I definitely have spent over $300 on the skins, not the dances, and I have more dances than I have skins.
Oh, jeez, yeah.
I just didn't want to count it.
Well, dude, like, it's so easy to, like, just, okay, I want that. Okay,
oh, yeah,
I want
$20. Oh, yeah, this is cool. Oh, $20.
Oh, they have a
$20.
sale.
So like, oh, yeah, half off on this shit that I don't want at all, dude.
Yeah.
There's, like, hundreds of dollars of shit that I've never one time touched. It's what's hilarious.
There was, like, 20 champions in a row where it's like, okay, I play this game 5-6 days a week at that time. I'm going to buy the champion, and I'm going to get the deluxe, like, release skin that comes with it, like the bundle, and it was like $18.
Well, like imagine if Epic had just made you pay $60 for the game. You know what I mean? Like they've made like triple that by giving out a free game, like quadruple.
Oh,
like,
exactly.
It's psycho.
We're whales, guys.
We're the whales, baby.
That's what they call us. Okay, so just a couple like small little updates. We've been talking about this like the last couple weeks with that Nintendo Direct, and then Xbox is just like, hey, let's play nice with Nintendo, just like talking about how they'd love to have their other games on there. Just an exciting time. April 2019 is an exciting time for the collaboration between Microsoft and Nintendo. We've got Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice, and Cuphead coming out next week. So just want to see if you're going to get either of those games for Switch, or would you, do you think that people should be playing Cuphead on Switch?
Yeah, no, I've been telling everyone, get Cuphead on Switch if it's under like $20 or if it's under $40.
I think it's 20.
If it's at the 40 price point, not worth it in my opinion. 20, it's like such good replay value just to like. I mean, it's such a good game.
Yeah, dude, for sure. So both of those studios have been, both studios who made those games are owned by Xbox now. I mean, that seems accurate. I don't know why I'm questioning my own notes. But is Cuphead owned by Xbox?
I have no fucking clue.
I'm pretty sure it's an Xbox exclusive. But either way, what other games in Microsoft's arsenal or on PC would you like to come to Switch? Anything that pops into your head?
I honestly thought Final Fantasy IX was such a good one, like in my opinion. Like I like those long RPGs put into a mobile format. Some games that I would love to see are just kind of like older PlayStation games in general, PS2. Like I would really enjoy that on like a mobile platform.
Man, PS2 games are just so blocky and ugly though, you know?
It depends. Like, sure. I mean, there's cartoony games. There was this great game. I'll show like a little just screenshot of Odin Sphere on PS2. And it's like this awesome anime game that's like a side-scrolling platformer. And it looks like, it looks great. But, like, obviously, if you're going for, like, the more, like, realistic graphics, it's gonna, like...
Man, you know what you just reminded me of, dude? Dark Cloud. That was one of my favorite RPG PlayStation 2 games. Oh, man, I love this one, though.
Well, yeah, it's hand-drawn. It's really cool.
Wow. Hey, can you look up Dark Cloud for the crew? Dark Cloud.
That sounds familiar, actually.
Dude, I love the cover. The cover is what sold me.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I was like, that dude looks like
this isn't as blocky as you're, like, remembering.
You're right,
dude.
you're right.
Like,
this one was legit.
Like,
man, this game was so much fun.
Oh, so this is like a dungeon
Yeah,
crawler.
dude, you would have dungeons in all these, like, cities and stuff.
I miss old school dungeon crawler shit. We talked about Borderlands 3 last week. I just have a little snippet about the... cover, I guess.
Yeah, but the trailer dropped today, or yesterday, I think. So we should definitely chat about it.
Oh, the full trailer did?
Yeah, for sure. You want to hop into that right now?
Sure.
Well, hold on. Let's talk about these random leaks. We'll get into that in a second, Dot. But the leaks, dude, they're coming. They're coming.
The leaks are
coming.
The
leaks are coming for some awesome E3 stuff that we're about to hear for those Nintendo Switch nerds like me out there. Red Dead Redemption 2 possibly leaked by Target in Australia for Switch. What do you think about that?
That would be fantastic, dude. That's such a long-winded game that would be so fun to play in the car, you know? And in my opinion, like, Red Dead isn't one that you have to, like, stay in the game to, like, keep playing it. You know what I mean at all?
So do you guys even think that Red Dead Redemption 2 would that's cool.
You guys got to see the steamed hams, boys, but...
Do you guys even think that Red Dead Redemption 2 would be able to... you could play it on Switch? I mean, like, I don't think so, right? Like, it's such a beautiful game.
Yeah,
like,
I think that, like, you play Breath of the Wild, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, and it obviously ports into your TV, so if that's, like, one of your concerns with the game, like, you can obviously play it on your TV. You don't have to play it. But, like you said, it's kind of like an older game, so does it, like...
Or 2, Red Dead Redemption 2.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow. Weird. Okay.
Yeah, dude.
I must have totally whiffed that.
Yeah, well, no, you're totally right, though. Like, Red Dead Redemption 1, I think they could port that over.
Yeah.
For sure. But 2, dude, the website for Target Australia showed the box art, and it had Xbox One, PS4, and then a Switch logo all on the box.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah. But I just thought that was interesting. If we ever were to get that game on Switch, I would probably be buying it again to play it.
I honestly would like to sell my PS4 copy to get it on Switch.
Oh, yeah.
Because I would actually have a chance to play it.
Oh, totally, dude. I'm totally with you there. So Red Dead Redemption 2, but also Best Buy's internal employee terminal says that Persona 5 is coming to Switch. Again, that's another game that's perfect on the go. If you ever were a PlayStation fanboy nerd out there, played with had a Vita, they had Persona 4 Golden on there, and it's said to be like one of the best RPGs. We just talked about this like last week when Persona 5 news came out. Metroid Prime Trilogy.
Yeah, I would buy that.
And The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. What in the world?
Yeah, no, that's awesome, dude. Those are some good leaks.
Yeah, like, and it's the Best Buy internal employee terminal thing. So
Yeah.
like, there's no way that those leaks are wrong.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah.
What's up, Dr. Katz? Keeping the bots out, appreciate it. Get the fucking Skynet out of here. Yay, no nerds in here. Get them the fuck out of
I'm
here.
okay with being a nerd, bruh. Yeah, let's just hop over those Borderlands 3 details, though. That was a nerd I banned. Katz is so right there. So yeah, let's hop into can we get the Borderlands 3 trailer? We can watch it live with our chat.
Shaw. So like, what did we watch the other week then? Like,
We watched the announcement. And it just had like the character models and stuff. This introduces us to all 4 of the vault dwellers that are going to be joining the game 9 hours ago. Yeah, any of those would work as long as we don't... Okay, here we go. 1 minute, 42 seconds.
Give me 2 seconds.
Yeah,
Can
so
you
we don't have
for, I just want to fucking change this resolution.
Yeah, definitely.
For the sake of...
So guys in chat, Borderlands 3, I want to know right now, would you buy it on PC? That's okay, anything console, because guess what? It is going to be exclusive to the Epic Games Store until April 2020. So if you were to buy it, would you be okay with supporting Epic Games Store? And buying the game there, pre-ordering it there?
Damn straight, you buy from Epic. You support them. You support that Fortnite, boy.
Yeah.
And you'll like it.
Yeah, dude, looter-based. I'm pretty sure Gosu Pros talked to me about how he's played Destiny as well, like a ton of Destiny and Diablo and stuff like that. So here's the trailer, guys. There's Moze, there's Flack, that lead speak baby, Amara, she's a siren, and Zane.
Like game, am I right? Because he looks like Soldier 76.
I think that they look good. Those character models look really good.
Yeah, no, this looks really good.
Oh boy, that's a big boy right there.
No, this is a game company I got faith in making a good game. There's no way this game will be bad, in my opinion. You were grinding goddamn Moto, Dr. Katz. I saw you with 3 fucking trophies and fucking Vintage Cube. Don't act like it's me that's keeping us apart.
Oh yeah, guys, it's official. Borderlands 3. We got a whole bunch of details, and guess what? Release date. Oh, look at that cover art, man.
Dude, this
Pause
is
on
so
that. Pause on
good.
that. That cover art is gorgeous. Go ahead and.
Go ahead and play it.
No. I just meant go ahead and chat about it.
Oh
man.
no, I just think it's really good looking cover art.
September 13th. I was gonna say, and that cover art looks like something you could get tattooed almost.
Oh, absolutely, dude. I just love this Mother Teresa type shit, or is that what you would call it, or Jesus, I guess.
Yeah, maybe Jesus.
Um,
with the halo type thing in the background with the logo.
There's like a really funny thing, like they have like these prayer candles with like Steve Buscemi on them that are really funny. They're kind of in this styling that crack me the fuck up.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of those, you can find candles with those exact flowers. They just did such a good job with the colors too. It's vibrant.
Yeah.
It pops. There's 3 different levels of game. You can buy it for $60, right? Then there's like a $100 level, and then there's like a $250 level that comes with a bunch of stuff, like, I don't know, skins for your guns and whatnot. So, yeah, it will be pretty cool. Fighter says he's a Steam fanboy.
Dr. Katz is trying to get it, bro. Stoner bashing time, bro. Come on, dude. What is this shit, bro? Well, you're level 27. I like literally thought that no one was playing it, so I'm still level 4 in that game. But a Steam fanboy, if it doesn't come off on Steam at 50% off, I'm not buying. Same, bro. Like, Steam sales are like my lifeblood for games, man. Like, and that's pretty much where I'm going with the future. I just really don't want to fucking pay for a console again, honestly. Like, I think I'm just going to buy Steam games.
Yeah, no, I hear you. Or Epic, because you can't play this game until April. If you buy it on Steam.
Really? They're like really gatekeeping it like that?
It's a 6-month exclusive on PC for Epic Games Store. But who cares, right? At the end of the day.
I don't mind.
Yeah.
Like, I already have the Epic Games Store, but I can see a lot of people being annoyed that they have to download all of these different things. So, like, right now I've got Origin, Epic, let's see what else I've got here.
EA Origin, Epic
Steam,
Games Store,
Uplay, like, Jesus Christ, like, how many of these do I actually need, you know?
Well, it's just further proof why GameStop is going to die, because all of them are coming up with their own thing. Yeah, no, the game looks great. as far as like the actual hunters, there's a list on there, but we got the Siren back, but she's more of a melee this time instead of like a running gun. I heard she has like ethereal fists that pop out. We got a beast hunter type guy that can like summon beasts, I think. And then we've got somebody that can like bring a mech in. You can like jump into the mech. So it's just a bunch of interesting abilities. I mean, I think they have to really do something crazier than the first or second Borderlands, of course, as an iteration.
Yeah, Cats, when Epic sells games, they give a bigger cut to the developers, so that's probably obviously why they're selling it first on Epic and then like going to Steam to just get bigger sales, you know what I mean? So getting the bigger cut on the initial day one sales.
So developers on Steam, they only get 70% of the total sales.
Yeah.
Steam keeps 30, and on Epic it's 88%, and Epic keeps 12. So I mean, honestly, as far as like somebody that wants to support developers and wants to support like a good business model, I would personally buy only on Epic if I could. I mean, like at the end of the day, you're the customer, so like if it's $30 on Steam and it's $60 on Epic, I'm gonna spend 30 on Steam, you know.
Thanks for the resub. It didn't show there on the screen. I've been having issues with my fucking alerts. Like only a percentage of them are coming through. Like I would say like half of all of my follows do an alert. So I gotta work on that and take a little time to fix that shit up. But Trash Can, any other store, yeah. So where are we going from here, boss man?
Well, I mean, we can hop right into this crazy Anthem stuff. I mean, I think that's our last story anyway.
Sega Genesis Mini.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think it's just interesting. I mean, does anybody else out there have a Nintendo NES Mini or the Super Nintendo SNES Mini? Also, did you ever call it SNES?
SNES, never.
Okay, I think I did as a kid a little.
No, I just called it Super Nintendo.
Okay.
I was like, I would literally ask my parents, like, can I go play Super Nintendo? You know what I mean? Like, but
yeah, okay. Well, anyway, the Sega Genesis Mini is supposed to be coming out. $80, comes with 40 games, which is pretty decent. But it comes with 2 controllers that are that 3-button style. Did you ever play the Sega Genesis at all?
Very small amount.
Okay. I will say, I will buy this if it comes out with Zombies Ate My Neighbors.
Oh yeah, that was a cool game.
Primal Rage.
Primal Rage,
dude.
Now we're talking, bro. We've talked about this game so many times, but every time I get fucking hyped.
Yeah, dude, because I edited like an episode or 2 ago, and on that episode, I was like just going down a YouTube time warp, and I just went and like did Primal Rage montage of all the fatalities. Dude, I have it on my desktop, and I've watched it like 3 times since.
Oh, dude, I'm putting it up, bro.
Oh, it is amazing, guys.
What the fuck?
Primal Rage is... Oh, maybe Primal Rage is a...
It's an ability in Overwatch as
Oh
well.
my
Weird,
gosh.
Dude.
That is hilarious.
But, yeah, anyways.
Okay, guys.
We'll just have this fucking rocking and rolling.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Heck yeah. Okay, so highlights. This Comic Zone is pretty sweet. Echo the Dolphin. Gunstar Heroes was so much fun. I actually didn't ever play that until I got it on Sega Channel. So, again, us talking about stuff we've already... But, hey, you know, we've only played so many games in our life. But, anyway, $80. I think it's a good deal. It's up for pre-order now. I'll definitely wait until I hear the other 30 games, because only 10 games have been announced. But dude, look at this one. Punch, 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 punch.
Oh my god, he's gonna punch him into the next realm.
Into
the Donkey Kong punch, dude. The wind up, the glitches.
Boom! Oh man, okay, before we move on, guys, you gotta see... Oh wait, let's check in with Kaz. He says, a Kick a Million? Oh dude, I don't think it's been released yet. It's not on the list of the 10 games they've released yet. But yeah, dude, there's a ton of good ones that they could definitely add.
It did look like they did have the Tony Slopes Alpha coming on the Sega Genesis Mini. What up, Alex? How are you doing tonight, Doc?
Alright, we gotta watch the Chaos one where he does the farting, because it's ridiculous.
Oh, damn, there's not that many.
Yeah, it's only like 3 minutes of fatalities. Remember, there's only like 10. Here it is. Watch this. Oh, he goes and pees. Oh, here we go.
Oh, is he putting acid on him?
No, he just ate his own puke.
Yeah!
Yeah, this is Primal Rage, Alex. We're just talking about how freaking awesome this game was. I used to be able to do this one for sure. It looks like he just like, why is it raining? Why is he peeing? Like,
I mean, peeing's a power play.
this is some Street Fighter stuff right here, dude. Kaboom.
Oh, damn, turned him into stone.
Okay, I'll try to stop watching and commenting on it. Chaos. Dude, you guys, funny story. Me being a dumb kid, I used to call him Chaos.
Chaos?
Chaos. But I guess it's Chaos. Okay. Last thing. We gotta talk about this just because it's required reading for you guys out there that are huge video game, like we care about like what's going on in the happenings in the industry and whatever. I'm referring to Jason Schreier ripping apart EA for the entire development process of Anthem. I mean, dude, this is 5,000 words. This is homework that you guys should try to invest some time into because it's just a really good glimpse. Oh, look at it, Alexa Bliss. And an ad for WrestleMania this Sunday.
Dude,
everybody.
it doesn't know me. Oh, I'm logged into Easy Peasy. It totally fucking, that explains
Yeah!
it, bro. I'm on Sean's YouTube account, so that explains why I'm getting wrestling ads.
Hell yeah! Hey, this Sunday, guys, WWE WrestleMania 35. I'm gonna be checking it out on Sunday night.
This is a paid ad, by the way. WrestleMania got in contact with us. They wanted the best in the biz. They needed us to advertise for
Hey,
them.
you want to spend $10 subscribing to Trey, or should you be spending $10 a month on the WWE Network? You can watch all the pay-per-views that come out. All right, anyway. So let's get
Dude, what the fuck?
I'd be so good at reading ads.
Dude, you would be. You'd be great. You're also good at putting ads in the wrong places.
All right, so Jason Schreier just put up this humongous piece, 5,000 words on Kotaku.com about how Anthem, the whole development cycle was literal development hell for these people. Hundreds of employees. The game started in like 2009 as like a concept. It was originally they had no idea really they were going with it because they were already like in the process of developing Dragon Age Inquisition. Did you ever play that?
Yeah, it was good.
Okay, it was like a lot of websites out there, like a lot of their game of the year for like 2014, I think. So while they were developing that, EA has like a bunch of people that are like passionate and wanted to make something new. They said they wanted to make the Bob Dylan of video games. So like, I'm guessing something that people would be talking about for generations to come, literal and in the game industry generations, meaning like spanning decades. So the game was supposed, there's so much to glean from this. Like I said, so many words. It would take me an hour to read. I'm kind of a slow reader, but 5,000 words. The game was supposed to be called Beyond, but they couldn't secure the rights to call the game Beyond. So then they pivoted right before the announcement in 2017 to Anthem. And nobody knew, none of these developers, like, or the marketing team behind it, nobody knew why is this called Anthem? You know, like, it had no story arc, it had no reasoning behind it. They ended up coming up with something right at the end, like right at the beginning, of the E3 announcement, like the weeks or so before, saying that it's supposed to be like the anthem of creation caused ripples into the world, and it created anthems or something, like...
Yeah, weird.
So weird.
So they just changed the name, didn't let anyone know about it, right? And it's just like really weird, like to not let the marketing or anyone like be in on it. There's just like all sorts of weird shit going on in that company, man. They would just send people on these like paid vacations, and then some people would come back, some wouldn't ever come back.
They were called stress casualties.
Yeah,
because you would be so stressed, you'd go into a break room and like crying and like whatever, just because you would have like somebody saying you have to work 12 hours a day. Well, I just had a newborn, you know, like, so they would take 1 to 3 months of like paid vacation off just because they were so stressed out. Oh man, it just goes on and on. He had 19 people who worked on the game anonymously comment on the whole situation. Some of those people still work for EA, are working on Anthem, like trying to make the game better. Some of those people, probably most, are gone. They were like, hey, this game shipped. As soon as you ship a game, it's like, okay, let's get out of here, right?
Yeah. No, that's psycho. It's been under development for 7 years. Like, imagine being in these developers' shoes and have such a poor reception to your game that you're like forcibly like being put in a sweatshop, as L2 says here, and like having to work these 12-hour days, probably even longer. I'm thinking a 12-hour day might be kind of low on those crunch spectrums, but It's psycho. They were saying that depression and anxiety are an epidemic at BioWare, which is just like such a strong thing to fucking say about an employer. Like, I mean, the same. You could say the same about my employer, but no one's out making like a press release about it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So.
Oh, man, yeah, there's a couple... dude, you should comment on the Frostbite engine because it gets brought up so much. It's that engine that EA owns the tech to that nobody likes to use to develop, right?
Yeah, because I guess since it's theirs, it's just any changes to it aren't documented, so like you don't really know what has been changed on it. It's like hacked together, so... Since people don't know the change, they're just trying to make shit work.
Wow.
So like any way they can like get shit to work how they want to, they'll just make changes to it, and then the entire company, all using the same engine, are getting completely fucked.
Man.
Jade Empire was a great game, actually.
So BioWare has been a great company, right? For a lot of years. They've been a company since 1995 developing games. So about 25 years, guys. That's a long time. This game, so Anthem, and the last game they shipped, so the last two games, Mass Effect Andromeda and Anthem, they are the lowest scoring on Metacritic, so that review aggregate games of their entire history. So I mean, they're just like on this downward spiral as soon as like EA has their grips in them. I mean, I always feel like I'm the one defending EA because of the fact that it's like, okay, there's no way they can be that bad, but it's just a constant story of mismanagement and a story of indecision between the managers up and EA for this whole entire process.
Well, yeah, the company gets too big. It just gets diluted. You have people forcing their opinion that aren't even necessarily involved in like games, you know, that aren't like gamers. They're managers, they're business guys, you know. And in my opinion, when you get too much of that shit involved in art, like that comes down to like music, like it comes down to everything. Like once a company just gets too big, it fucking just falls apart, in my opinion, you know? I mean, obviously not true because car companies exist, you know?
Our internet's great now, but it can always be better, right? And so, like, when you think about two separate studios were working on this game for 7 years, think about to 2011. I'm pretty sure my internet was 25 megabits downloaded and, like, 5 megabit upload. 2011. So of course they have like a really good server. I'm sure they had T1 or whatever the heck was the equivalent. You know,
T1.
I'm sure they had amazing internet, but like they had two separate developing studios, one in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, and then one down here in Austin, Texas. This whole time they're working on the same thing. I mean, it's so hard to have two separate studios work on something, let alone one. I'm sure. There's a lot of like little things that are like
yeah, imagine like making a song with two bands. Like, oh my god, no. It's just
not
going to happen.
Even you and I like trying to save stuff to a cloud on Dropbox to even edit this podcast, you know? Like small things, of course, I mean, compared to making a game. But like it's still that little bit is just really kind of can be
it adds hours. So if we lived in different states and we're doing this and like you were editing in a different state and I had to email it to you, it'd add like another hour to the entire process. Especially when you're like fitting it in with like a real job and stuff like that. Like I'm fucking crazy.
Yeah, that's well put. Primal Rage on a T1 was pretty lit.
Dude, the online multiplayer for Primal Rage rivals the Nintendo Switch's online play. Like
I can't see the dark blue sometimes with this background, so I can't see Andy Co.
That's our boy Nico. He is a streamer that's playing Overwatch right now.
Oh,
he's
sweet.
An awesome dude.
Heck yeah.
So, like, to wrap that up, I guess, the company culture talks about BioWare magic, which is essentially that no matter what they throw at a game, it'll eventually, in the last second, come together seamlessly. And I think it was Jason Schreier talking about how it's indicative of like bigger problems, that this no longer works. Like it may have worked for BioWare in the past, just throwing to the wall, throwing things at the wall and hoping they stick. But they have to make some major changes, in my opinion, and obviously in Jason Schreier's opinion, who's
dude, he is the man. He's like doing what we need someone to be doing. He's tearing apart these big companies that are mismanaged, like giving these like employees stress-induced, like, and they have to leave work for 1 to 3 months because they're so stressed out. He's just doing actual journalism. And as I've said before, I know you guys are probably getting sick of it, but I come from a journalism background. I have a degree in journalism, and I just really appreciate real reporting that is just out to like protect the people and like shine light on possible things that are affecting people day to day. So
definitely much respect to him for shining some light on this. It kind of explains a lot about why the game isn't that great, and I thought like just playing it in the beta, I just felt like there's just some spark missing, and that probably came from the game being ground out. And like I read that they didn't even like have flying initially, and they were like fighting about like can flying even be in this game until like the last few months of development, and it just shows, dude.
Dude, they were saying, just to like expound upon that, like they were saying that like that people didn't know if it was a flying game, or they were like arguing between that. Like, is it a flying game, or is it like a looter shooter game, or is it? So they had to like stitch all this together, and like the last year must have been crazy.
Yeah. No.
So.
I guess to cap out the Gamescast, we'll just rattle off some free games that are out in April. So on Xbox Gold, we got Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2. You like Plants vs. Zombies?
I love it on the phone, on iPhone. When it first came out, dude, I loved it. I haven't played this one though. This is more like a first-person shooter though.
No shit.
Yeah, it's not like an RTS or whatever. The Technomancer Outcast Second Contact. Okay. I think I'll download Outcast. I know I already have Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2 downloading. 360 has that Battlefront 2, Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter 2.
Battlefront 2 was great.
Yeah, the one for original Xbox.
Yeah, it was fantastic. Yeah, like that was the one where you could hit X and it would like lock on to someone and took all of like the guesswork out of shooting. I loved that about that game because it made it more like. So, like, when you're, like, not very good at a shooter game, it's like, okay, now I'm using cover, and, like, it takes your mind off that one part of the game you suck at.
Yeah, for sure.
But Ghost Recon Advanced Warfare 2, you just said that. Warfighter 2.
Then Switch Online, just starting here last on Monday, which we all have. If you have Twitch Prime, you got Switch Online, dude. What a partnership.
Yeah, no, definitely. That's really cool of them to give that out for free, you know?
Yeah, I just downloaded it, like, the app on my Switch just this last week, because, like, you tagged me in that. I'm like, oh, dang, I got to do that right away. And then I have to subscribe to you, of course. Twitch.tv/TotallyDetroit now. Super Mario Brothers, The Lost Levels is out this week, Punch-Out, and then Star Soldier. What else do we got for PlayStation?
PlayStation Plus, Conan Exiles, which is pretty cool looking game,
is
actually.
It? Okay,
I think. Isn't it? It's just a survival, like, kind of sandbox game, like Ark and stuff, so.
Never been a fan of Conan. Is it the Conan the Barbarian that
Yeah, like, so they've evolved that world into something, like, really cool. Like, the MMO in I'm not sure if this is the game, but there is a Conan game that's, like, an MMO that's gotten some, like, really good praise, you know? So, I'm not personally a fan, but it has gotten praise. And The Surge for PS Plus. Don't know what that is. So.
Okay. Kat says there's dicks in Conan Exiles, by the way.
Oh, yeah. There's dicks in Rust.
Let's
too.
bring it up, guys.
Oh, no. I wasn't pulling up the dicks. And then on tomorrow, The Witness comes out on Epic Store.
Heck yeah, dude.
I'm not excited about that one. They've given me 2 doo-doo games in a row.
What?
I mean, Oxenfree isn't a bad game, but like these.
You gotta borrow my Switch and play Oxenfree. Just do it for the chat; they'll love you for it.
Dude, we tried to play it. We tried, and I just can't I can't tune a radio even. I'm inept, dude. I can't do these analog things, bro, from the past.
Heck yeah. Okay, well let's cap off the show, right? Dang,
dog.
Right at that 1 hour mark, we killed it this week.
Dude, that went fast, bro.
Yeah.
That was a good episode.
I feel like I did way too much talking, so I'll shut up during our next segment. So before we get to that, though, let's have a clean cut, because Trey, I need you to edit again this week. 2 weeks in a row he has to edit, but that's because I'm doing some like garage sale stuff, so I'm trying to sell that shit. You can find all my stuff, dude. Come talk to me about music, right? I always do this, but right there, it's down there below. Come talk to me about music, video games, movies. I'm going to see Endgame. I just saw Us. Like, I see a bunch of movies, and also Game of Thrones, yo. Game of Thrones is coming back 1 week from Sunday. Talk to me about all that stuff.
Oh yeah, I'm using your HBO. I can watch that show now.
Yeah,
I can finally be relevant in the world. I can finally watch the Game of Thrones.
Yes, you can follow myself at all that. Trey, what about you?
You can find me at this website that you're already watching. I don't know why I have this even down here. Like, why do I have Twitch.tv? Oh, for YouTube.
Yeah.
Dope.
Yeah, we post this to YouTube every Friday following if you wanted to like see yourself say something funny like all y'all always do. Did you guys know about twitch.tv/TotallyTrey?
What's up, Mossy Beard? How's it going tonight? But that's it for episode 16. We'll be back at you next week. But for now, we're going to play some Jackbox, and we'll catch you later.
Heck yeah.